Time is the one resource you can never get back. You can lose money and earn it again, but once time is gone, it's gone forever. The clock is ticking, and every second you spend is either moving you closer to your goals or further away from them. You have to ask yourself, am I using my time, or is my time using me? This is the foundation of success, mastering the art of managing your 24 hours. Let's break it down. 24 hours equals 1,440 minutes. That's 86,400 seconds every single day. It might sound like a lot, but here's the hard truth: most people waste more than half of it. They sleep too long, scroll too much, and complain too often. By the time they realize what they've done, the day is gone, and so is the opportunity. In 2025, if you want to change your life, you must start by owning every single one of those hours. It begins with understanding priorities. Not everything you do in a day is of equal importance. You have to separate the urgent from the essential. What tasks truly matter? What activities align with your vision and your goals? Successful people don't just stay busy, they stay productive. They don't confuse movement with progress. Every hour must have a purpose. Now, let's talk about planning. If you're not planning your day, you're planning to fail. You need to wake up every morning with a roadmap. What are the top 3 things you must accomplish today to move closer to your goals? Write them down. Be specific. Block out time for tasks and treat those blocks like sacred appointments. Don't let distractions, laziness, or excuses steal those hours. Distractions are the enemy of progress. Social media, endless notifications, and mindless activities are robbing you of your potential. You have to become ruthless about protecting your time. Turn off the notifications. Set boundaries. Say no more often. Remember, every time you say yes to something meaningless, you're saying no to something meaningful. Owning your 24 hours also means maximizing your energy. Time without energy is useless. You need to take care of your body and mind to be at your best. That means eating right, exercising, and getting quality sleep. You can't grind effectively on an empty tank. Treat your body like the machine it is, fuel it, tune it, and keep it running at its peak. Reflection is another critical component. At the end of each day, take time to review how you spent your hours. Be honest with yourself. Did you use your time wisely, or did you let it slip through your fingers? Celebrate the wins, but don't ignore the losses. Learn from them. Adjust your approach. Time mastery is a skill, and like any skill, it gets better with practice. Finally, understand that every hour is a choice. Every decision you make about how to spend your time is shaping your future. Don't leave it to chance. Take control. Be deliberate. If you can learn to own your 24 hours, you can own your life. This is where the real transformation begins. Change begins with clarity. Before you can transform your life, you must know exactly who you want to become. Too many people drift through life with no direction, like a ship without a destination. They lie reacting to circumstances instead of creating their own path. If you want 2025 to be your year, you need to take a moment, look inward, and decide with conviction who you're going to be. Start by envisioning your future self. Picture yourself a year from now. What does your ideal life look like? What kind of person are you? What are you doing every day? How do you feel about yourself? Visualization isn't just daydreaming, it's about creating a mental blueprint of where you're headed. You can't build a house without a blueprint, and you can't build a better life without a clear vision. The next step is to get specific. Saying I want to be successful isn't enough. What does success mean to you? Is it financial freedom, strong relationships, or a healthy lifestyle? Be detailed. Define what you want in every area of your life career: health, personal growth, and relationships. Specificity is power. When you know exactly what you want, you can align your actions to achieve it. Once you have a vision, write it down. There's something powerful about putting your goals on paper. It takes them from being abstract ideas in your mind to concrete commitments in the real world. Write down your vision as if it's already happened. Instead of saying, I want to be more confident, say, I am confident, and speak with conviction. Instead of I want to save money, say, I have saved $20,000 by the end of this year. But don't stop at writing it down, break it down. Big visions can feel overwhelming, so turn them into manageable steps. If your goal is to lose 50 pounds, your first step might be to join a gym. If your goal is to start a business, your first step might be researching your industry. Small, consistent steps build momentum, and momentum is what keeps you moving forward. Reflect on who you are now versus who you want to become. This is where honesty is crucial. Identify the habits, beliefs, and behaviors that are holding you back. If you want to be a disciplined person, but you're sleeping until noon every day, that's a disconnect. Change starts with recognizing where you're falling short and committing to do better. You also need to align your identity with your goals. This means adopting the mindset and habits of the person you want to be. If you want to be a leader, start acting like one today. If you want to be an athlete, start training like one now. The key is to live in alignment with your future self, even before you've reached your goals. Lastly, protect your vision. There will be people who doubt challenges that test you and moments where you question yourself. That's normal. Stay focused on who you want to be and don't let anything or anyone derail you. Your vision is yours, it's personal, it's powerful, and it's worth fighting for. Success isn't built on one big moment. It's built on the small, consistent actions you take every single day. These actions, repeated over time, become your habits. Habits are the foundation of your life. They dictate how you spend your time, how you respond to challenges, and ultimately who you become. If you want to change your life in 2025, you need to build non-negotiable habits that align with your goals and stick to them no matter what. First, understand what a non-negotiable habit really means. It's not something you do when you feel like it. It's not something you skip when it's inconvenient. Non-negotiable habits are things you commit to doing every single day, no matter how tired, busy, or unmotivated you are. They're non-negotiable because you've decided that your goals are more important than your excuses. Start small. Many people fail at building habits because they try to do too much at once. They set unrealistic goals like working out for 2 hours a day or reading 100 pages a night. When they can't keep up, they quit altogether. Instead, focus on building one habit at a time, starting with something manageable. If your goal is to get fit, commit to 15 minutes of exercise a day. If your goal is to read more, start with 5 pages. The key is consistency over intensity. Identify the habits that will have the biggest impact on your life. Not all habits are created equal. Some will move the needle far more than others. For example, if you want to grow your business, a non-negotiable habit might be dedicating 1 hour every morning to strategic planning. If you want to improve your mental health, it might be practicing gratitude or meditating for 10 minutes daily. Focus on the habits that directly support your most important goals. Accountability is crucial. It's easy to make promises to yourself and then break them because no one else knows. But when you create systems of accountability, it becomes harder to skip your habits. This might mean telling a friend about your goals, joining a group that shares your interests, or using a habit tracker to visually measure your progress. Seeing your streak grow day by day can be a powerful motivator to keep going. One of the biggest challenges in building habits is dealing with setbacks. Life will happen, unexpected events, tough days, and moments of doubt. The difference between those who succeed and those who fail is how they handle those setbacks. When you miss a day, don't miss 2. Get back on track immediately. Remember, it's not about being perfect, it's about being persistent. To make your habits truly non-negotiable, attach them to your identity. Don't just say, I want to exercise every day. Instead, tell yourself, I am someone who values my health and takes care of my body. When a habit becomes part of who you are, it's no longer something you have to force yourself to do. It becomes natural, like brushing your teeth or tying your shoes. Environment plays a big role in building habits. Your surroundings can either support or sabotage your efforts. If you want to eat healthier, stock your kitchen with nutritious foods and remove junk food. If you want to focus on work, create a clutter-free workspace and eliminate distractions. Design your environment in a way that makes it easier to stick to your habits and harder to stray from them. Finally, celebrate your progress. Building habits isn't just about discipline, it's also about rewarding yourself for the effort you're putting in. Every time you complete a habit, you're reinforcing the behavior and strengthening your commitment. Acknowledge the wins, no matter how small they seem. Over time, these non-negotiable habits will become second nature, propelling you toward the life you're working to create. Excuses are the silent killers of progress. They sneak into your mind, disguised as valid reasons, and hold you back from reaching your potential. If you want 2025 to be the year you transform your life, the first thing you need to do is eliminate every single excuse that's keeping you from moving forward. Excuses might feel comfortable, but they're the chains holding you in place. Let's start with the truth. Excuses are lies we tell ourselves to justify inaction. I don't have time, I'm not talented enough, it's too late to start. These are all lies designed to protect you from discomfort and effort. The reality is, if something matters to you, you'll find a way. If it doesn't, you'll find an excuse. The first step to eliminating excuses is calling them out for what they are: obstacles you've created in your mind. Excuses thrive on fear. Fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of change. They make you second guess your abilities and convince you that staying where you are is safer than stepping into the unknown. But here's the thing, fear is temporary and regret is permanent. Every time you let an excuse stop you, you're robbing yourself of the opportunity to grow. To eliminate excuses, you must confront your fears head on and remind yourself that growth only happens outside your comfort zone. Another reason excuses persist is because they feel rational. I don't have the money to start my business. I'm too tired to work out today. I'll have more time tomorrow. These all sound logical, but they're just barriers you've built to avoid action. The truth is, there will never be a perfect time, and the resources you need will never magically appear. Success comes from starting where you are with what you have and refusing to wait for ideal conditions. Accountability is a powerful tool for eliminating excuses. When you're the only one who knows your goals, it's easy to let yourself off the hook. But when you share your goals with someone else, a mentor, a friend, a coach, they can hold you accountable. They can remind you of what you said you'd do and call you out when you start making excuses. Sometimes the fear of disappointing someone else is enough to keep you on track. Self-awareness is key to breaking the excuse cycle. Pay attention to the moments when you feel resistance. When you're tempted to skip a task or procrastinate, ask yourself why. Is it fear, laziness, uncertainty? Understanding the root cause of your excuses can help you address them directly. Once you identify the patterns, you can create strategies to overcome them. One effective strategy is to focus on solutions instead of problems. Excuses are often rooted in focusing on what you can't do or don't have. Shift your mindset to what you can do. If you don't have time for a full workout, can you do 10 minutes? If you don't have the money for a course, can you learn through free resources? There's always a way forward if you're willing to look for it. Your language matters too. Replace I can't with I will find a way. Replace I don't have time with I will make time. The words you use shape your mindset, and your mindset shapes your actions. When you speak positively and take ownership of your situation, you empower yourself to take control. Finally, remind yourself of the cost of excuses. Every excuse you make is a missed opportunity. It's another day, another hour, another moment you'll never get back. Picture where you could be a year from now if you stop making excuses today. The vision of your potential should be stronger than the comfort of your excuses. Success isn't about having no obstacles, it's about refusing to let excuses define you. Who you surround yourself with matters more than you might realize. The people in your life have a profound influence on your mindset, your habits, and ultimately your success. If you're serious about changing your life in 2025, you need to take a hard look at your circle. Are the people around you pushing you toward greatness, or are they holding you back? Success isn't just about what you do, it's about who you do it with. The energy in your environment is contagious. If you spend time with people who complain, make excuses, and settle for mediocrity, that mindset will rub off on you. On the other hand, when you surround yourself with ambitious, driven, and positive individuals, their energy fuels your own. Excellence is infectious, and being in the presence of people who strive for it will naturally push you to raise your standards. Start by auditing your current relationships. Who in your life truly supports your growth there? Who challenges you to be better? And who drags you down with negativity, distractions, or self-doubt? This isn't about cutting people off unnecessarily, but about being intentional with your time and energy. You owe it to yourself to prioritize relationships that align with your goals and values. Find mentors and role models who embody the qualities you want to develop. These don't have to be people you know personally. They can be authors, speakers, or leaders you admire. Study their habits, learn from their experiences, and let their success inspire you. If you can connect with someone in real life who has walked the path you want to take, even better. Mentorship can accelerate your growth in ways you can't imagine. Surrounding yourself with excellence also means seeking out communities that challenge and inspire you. Whether it's a mastermind group, a professional organization, or a fitness class, being part of a group with similar goals creates accountability and motivation. When you see others working hard, it pushes you to keep up. And when you share your wins and struggles, you realize you're not alone in your journey. It's not just about finding people who are successful, it's about finding people who share your values. True excellence isn't just about achievements, it's about character, integrity, and purpose. Align yourself with individuals who inspire you not just to do better, but to be better. These relationships will challenge you in the best way possible, pushing you to grow in areas you didn't even know you needed to improve. Don't be afraid to outgrow relationships that no longer serve you. Growth can be uncomfortable, and sometimes it means leaving behind people who aren't growing with you. This doesn't mean you don't care about them. It means you're prioritizing your own journey. The people who truly care about you will understand and support your decision, even if it's hard for them to see you move in a different direction. Remember, excellence isn't just about who you surround yourself with, it's also about what you consume. The books you read, the podcasts you listen to, and the media you engage will all shape your mindset. If you want to surround yourself with excellence, make sure your inputs are aligned with your goals. Replace mindless scrolling with intentional learning. Fill your mind with content that motivates and inspires you. Finally, strive to be a source of excellence for others. The relationships in your life should be reciprocal. Just as you seek inspiration and support, offer the same to those around you. Push your friends to aim higher. Celebrate their wins as if they were your own. When you bring excellence to the table, you attract excellence in return. This cycle creates an environment where everyone rises together. Growth and comfort cannot coexist. If you're truly serious about transforming your life in 2025, you must embrace discomfort as a necessary part of the process. The reason most people stay stuck is that they cling to what feels safe and familiar. But nothing extraordinary ever happens inside the comfort zone. To reach new heights, you have to be willing to step into the unknown, face challenges, and push through the resistance that comes with change. Discomfort is a sign that you're doing something worthwhile, whether it's starting a new workout routine, learning a skill, or taking a risk in your career. The initial struggle is proof that you're stretching yourself. It's easy to mistake discomfort for a sign that you're on the wrong path, but in reality, it's often the opposite. Discomfort is your body and mind adapting to something new, a necessary step on the road to growth. The problem is we're wired to avoid discomfort. Our brains are designed to protect us from pain, risk, and uncertainty. That's why we procrastinate, make excuses, and settle for less than we're capable of. But here's the truth. The more you avoid discomfort, the more you reinforce the idea that you can't handle it. On the other hand, every time you face discomfort head on, you build resilience and confidence. Start small. You don't have to dive headfirst into the deep end of discomfort. Begin by doing one thing every day that challenges you, even if it's just a little. Wake up earlier than usual. Speak up in a meeting. Take a cold shower. These small acts of courage train your mind to handle bigger challenges over time. Discomfort, like any skill, gets easier with practice. Reframe how you think about discomfort. Instead of seeing it as something to avoid, view it as a signal that you're making progress. When your muscles burn during a workout, it means they're getting stronger. When you feel nervous before a big presentation, it means you're stepping up. Discomfort is not your enemy, it's your guide. It shows you where the work is needed and where the growth will happen. Surround yourself with people who embrace discomfort. When you're around individuals who push themselves, take risks, and refuse to settle, their mindset becomes contagious. They'll inspire you to do the same, and you'll realize that discomfort is a normal and necessary part of success. Conversely, if you spend time with people who avoid challenges, their fear and complacency will hold you back. One of the most powerful ways to get comfortable being uncomfortable is to set goals that stretch you. If your goals are too easy, they won't force you to grow. Set targets that scare you a little and excite you a lot. Whether it's running a marathon, launching a business, or learning a new language, big goals push you to face discomfort and overcome it. The satisfaction of achieving them will far outweigh the initial struggle. Discomfort often comes with failure, and that's okay. In fact, failure is one of the best teachers you'll ever have. Every setback is an opportunity to learn, adjust, and improve. The more you fail, the more resilient you become. The key is not to fear failure, but to see it as part of the process. When you embrace discomfort, you also embrace the possibility of failure and the immense growth that comes with it. Over time, you'll realize that discomfort is not something to be feared, it's something to be sought out. The greatest rewards in life are on the other side of struggle. The stronger, smarter, and more confident version of yourself is waiting for you, but you have to go through the discomfort to meet them. Every time you step out of your comfort zone, you take one step closer to the life you've always wanted. Progress is the fuel that keeps your journey alive. If you're serious about changing your life in 2025, you can't just set goals and hope for the best. You need a system to measure your progress consistently. Without tracking, you're operating blindly, unsure of whether you're moving forward, standing still, or even falling behind. Measuring your progress isn't just about numbers, it's about accountability, awareness, and motivation. The first step in measuring progress is clarity. You need to define what success looks like for each goal. Vague ambitions like get healthier or make more money aren't enough. Instead, set specific, measurable benchmarks. How much weight do you want to lose? How much money do you want to save? How many new skills do you want to learn? When you know exactly what you're aiming for, you can track your movement toward it. Consistency and measurement is critical. It's not enough to check in once in a while. You need a routine. Whether it's daily, weekly, or monthly, create a schedule to assess your progress. If your goal is fitness, track your workouts, weigh-ins, or performance improvements. If your goal is career advancement, monitor milestones like completed projects or new skills acquired. Regular check-ins keep you focused and ensure you're staying on track. Use tools and systems to make tracking easier. There's no shortage of apps, planners, and journals designed to help you measure your progress. Whether you're using a fitness tracker, a budgeting app, or a simple spreadsheet, choose a system that works for you and stick with it. These tools don't just record your achievements, they also reveal patterns and areas where you can improve. Celebrate small wins along the way. Progress isn't always about huge leaps forward. Sometimes it's about the tiny steps that add up over time. When you hit a milestone, no matter how small, take a moment to acknowledge it. Celebrating these victories reinforces positive behavior and keeps you motivated to keep going. Progress feels more tangible when you recognize the effort behind it. Measuring progress also means being honest with yourself about setbacks. It's easy to ignore or downplay moments when you fall short, but those are the times when tracking is most valuable. When you measure setbacks, you can analyze why they happen and create strategies to prevent them in the future. Progress isn't a straight line, it's a series of ups and downs. What matters is your ability to learn and adapt. Focus on both quantitative and qualitative progress. Numbers are important, they provide clear evidence of growth. But don't overlook the intangible changes like increased confidence, improved discipline, or a stronger mindset. These are just as valuable, if not more so, than the metrics you can measure. Reflect on how you feel about yourself and your journey, not just the results you've achieved. Comparing your current progress to where you started can be incredibly motivating. Too often we focus on how far we still have to go and forget how far we've already come. Looking back at where you began reminds you of the challenges you've overcome and the effort you've invested. This perspective can reignite your determination to keep moving forward. Use your progress as a feedback loop. Tracking isn't just about seeing results, it's about learning from them. If something isn't working, adjust your approach. If you're excelling in one area, double down on what's driving that success. Measuring progress gives you the data you need to make smarter decisions and refine your strategies. Progress isn't just about doing more, it's about doing better. Finally, understand that progress is a lifelong process. Measuring your achievements in 2025 is just one chapter in a much larger story. The habits you build, the lessons you learn, and the systems you create this year will carry over into every year that follows. Tracking your progress isn't just about reaching a destination, it's about becoming the type of person who consistently moves forward no matter what life throws your way. The key to sustained success lies in two powerful principles: staying hungry and staying humble. Hunger is what drives you to chase your goals with relentless determination, and humility is what keeps you grounded and open to learning. When you balance these two qualities, you create a mindset that's unstoppable. In 2025, if you truly want to change your life, you need to cultivate both hunger and humility every single day. Staying hungry means refusing to settle for mediocrity. It's about constantly pushing yourself to achieve more, learn more, and be more. Hunger is that inner fire that drives you to wake up early, stay up late, and do whatever it takes to make progress. It's about setting big goals and chasing them with passion and purpose. Hunger doesn't allow you to become complacent because there's always another level to reach. But hunger alone isn't enough. Without humility, hunger can turn into arrogance or burnout. Staying humble means recognizing that no matter how much you achieve, there's always more to learn and room to grow. It's about understanding that success isn't just about you, it's about the people who helped you along the way. the lessons you've learned, and the opportunities you've been given. Humility keeps you focused on growth instead of ego. Staying hungry requires you to embrace challenges. When you're truly hungry for success, you don't shy away from hard work or uncomfortable situations. You see obstacles as opportunities to prove yourself and grow stronger. Hunger pushes you to step outside your comfort zone and take risks. It reminds you that nothing worthwhile comes easy and that the struggle is part of the process. At the same time, humility reminds you to respect the process. It teaches you to value the journey as much as the destination. When you're humble, you understand that success doesn't happen overnight and that every step forward is a result of consistent effort. Humility allows you to appreciate the progress you've made without letting it inflate your ego. It keeps you grounded no matter how high you climb. One of the best ways to stay hungry and humble is to surround yourself with people who embody these qualities. Find mentors, peers, and role models who are both ambitious and grounded. Learn from their hunger and their humility. Let their example inspire you to keep pushing while remaining teachable. The right environment can fuel your drive and keep your perspective in check. Staying hungry also means setting new goals even after you've achieved old ones. Too often, people stop striving once they hit a major milestone. They lose their drive and become stagnant. But when you're truly hungry, you see every achievement as a stepping stone, not a finish line. You're always asking, what's next? This mindset keeps you moving forward and prevents complacency from setting in. Humility, on the other hand, helps you handle success with grace. It reminds you that your accomplishments don't make you better than anyone else. Instead, they give you the responsibility to inspire and uplift others. When you stay humble, you're able to celebrate your winning them go to your head. You remain approachable, relatable, and open to feedback, which only makes you better. Another key to staying hungry and humble is focusing on growth rather than comparison. Hunger drives you to compete with yourself to be better today than you were yesterday. Humility stops you from comparing your journey to others and getting caught up in envy or arrogance. Together, these qualities keep you focused on your own progress and potential instead of worrying about external validation. Finally, staying hungry and humble is about cultivating gratitude and ambition simultaneously. Hunger pushes you to want more, while humility reminds you to appreciate what you already have. This balance creates a mindset of abundance, where you're driven to succeed but never lose sight of the blessings in your life. It's this balance that allows you to achieve greatness while remaining grounded and true to yourself.